How's it going, everybody? My name is Alex Gorka, and I'm going to talk to you guys today about not getting busted while you're growing weed. Something that I have done. Okay, so the first thing we'll get started. The first thing, there's 3 tips that I'm gonna talk to you guys about today, and if you follow these 3 tips, I guarantee you will probably not get busted. More than likely, not get busted. Well, probably not. But the 3 tips. The first thing is that I'm gonna tell you guys that will help is mind your light, the light that your plants are using, mind the power that they're using, and mind the amount of light that they're putting off. Because if you're growing in a place where um, you live with somebody for some reason, or I don't know, for some, if you're that people can see your light, even if it's not somebody that you're living with. Um, uh, Make sure you're covering that up, or make sure you're putting a curtain over it, or doing something that's gonna help. Um, One thing that I can tell you guys that works is that I used to put a strip of duct tape on the like the seam of the door where the door closes, and I would put 2 of them, like put them sticky side together, and make them stick there, kind of like a flap, and it worked pretty well. Another thing, especially for doorways, is you can get the like winter. I don't know. They keep the heat in. They slide on both sides of your door. They're like foam like tubes, kind of. They're in a cloth. They slide on underneath the door, and those work really nice too for keeping the light out. Your light is also going to be pulling a lot of power. Mine didn't really fluctuate all that much, like maybe like $10 more, but it was not a very big, you know, increase in light. But if you live in an area where somebody might, for some reason, be watching that, then you definitely want to keep an eye on it, because that is something that sometimes the police will watch and look at to see if there's any suspicion, if they have suspicion. Um, the second thing that I'm going to tell you guys is the smell. Marijuana, whenever you're growing the plant, it reeks. It smells. You wouldn't believe how much it smells. If you're growing and you have your plant in your basement and somebody walks in your front door, they will probably be able to smell your plant if you're not, getting rid of the smell somehow. Um, which obviously is bad, is very bad. So you want to try to get rid of the smell. You can use like Febreze and stuff, but really the best thing that's gonna help you is going to be a carbon filter, and it's kind of hard to describe. It's 2 pieces. One's like a cylinder, that's the actual filter, and then you're gonna have a fan that sucks the air in. These things move like hundreds of like can't even tell you. I think mine moved like over 500 uh, cubic feet of air, um, and so those things work great. They're not super cheap. I think they're like 100. I think mine was like 150. I want to say, but they work really good. So if you're trying to do it right, then go get a carbon filter. You can get them on Amazon. That's where I got mine, um, and it worked great for me. They vent out really easy. I think mine was a 6-inch diameter. The end of it where the air came out was like 6 inches, and I had to use a reducer to go down to 4 inches. But if you do that, then you can vent it out the side of your house like a dryer vent, and nobody will know the wiser. It'll be, incognito. Nobody will know about it. It works great. Um, that is, whenever you're doing that, do not take the hose from your filter and stick it out of a window to blow hot air out of your window. If for some reason your growing room has a window in it, which mine didn't, but obviously you're going to want to keep that window closed completely. Um, but don't put it out of a window. If you guys don't know who Barry Cooper is, then go online and look him up. He's an ex-narcotics officer, and he's great. He'll give you lots of tips. Um, he's got lots of things that are kind of like tricks that cops will do, or things that cops use to try to catch you, and he knows a lot about it. So go look him up. His name is Barry Cooper. You can find him on YouTube. Just Google him if you want. Either way, he will help you out a lot for anything, for hiding your stash, for anything you guys need. Um, Another thing is, or the third thing is that I'm going to tell you is your plants are going to be very exciting to grow, right? They're awesome. You love growing. It's turned out great. Your plant's beautiful. It's a big bushy plant. You're going to get a bunch of ounces of weed on it. And the number one rule, which is definitely the hardest to follow, the number one rule about all this exciting stuff is do not tell anybody. I will say it a million times. Do not tell anybody. Don't tell your best friend. Don't tell your girlfriend. Don't tell your mom. Don't tell your dog. Don't tell anybody. Don't let anybody know. Okay? If you never tell anybody, then nobody can ever tell anybody else, and then that word cannot get out that you grow weed. Okay? So do not tell anybody. Don't tell anybody. Period. I know it's cool, it's exciting. You're in a bar, you're drinking, you're hanging out with people, and you want to tell a cool story. Hey, I grow weed. Don't do it. Ever. Under no circumstances. Okay? I'll stop saying it, but just don't tell anybody, because it's really the only way you're going to get caught. I got ratted on. And the guy who told the cops broke into my house and found my plants, and it was the rat. Okay, so I didn't tell anybody, but don't let anybody know. Keep your plants under lock and key. Always. Make sure there's no way for anybody to ever find them. This is gonna be a pretty short video because that's about the 3 best tips. I mean, there's plenty of other things I could tell you guys, but they'd have to be specific questions. So if anybody who watches this has a specific question over growing, or your plant's doing something weird, feel free to ask me. I have some pretty good sources that help me learn how to grow and stuff, so I can, give those to you. Yeah, so I'm just starting out my YouTube channel, and I want to do it right. I want people to want to watch my videos, obviously. So let me guys know what you guys want to see. Not even marijuana related. I do have a little like a GoPro. I have like a helmet mount and stuff. For I have kayaks and bikes and stuff that I take out, and I'll be making some cool videos of me going on hiking trails, some nature vlogs and stuff, and how-to videos. I can't smoke in any of my videos. I'm sorry. I know that's the exciting part, but yeah. So just if you guys have anything that you specifically want to see or want to know about, let me know. I will gladly make a video over it. Give me any idea of anything you guys would want to see, and I'll do my best in making a video over it. I think that's all I have for today. So just remember, if you liked the video, then liked it, and if you loved it, then subscribe. Thank you very much. Have a good day, everybody.